Welcome to today's 3-Minute Catechism Challenge. Refresh the knowledge of your Catholic faith with only a short commitment every day. With these short videos, beautifully animated in a hand-drawn style, learning about the faith has never been so engaging. This is a wonderful opportunity for parents to take on their godly responsibility to ensure that their children understand who He is. All who participate faithfully will have a good foundation of knowledge of their Catholic faith. Today's topic is there a contradiction between faith and science?
Is there a contradiction between faith and science? Well, there's only one reality out there. Science seeks to understand and explain this reality by means of observation and reflection. In the process, it delivers theories and hypotheses about the world around us. Religion also seeks to understand that same reality, but not with the help of microscopes, rather with the help of God's revelation. It's concerned less with the problem of how something works, and rather with the question, why does the world exist, and what is its meaning? And so science and religion lived happily ever after. Well, unfortunately, not always. Problems can arise on both sides. If, for example, a scientist claims that life has this or that meaning, or none at all, then this is a mere claim and not the result of a scientific investigation. This happens because a scientist doesn't get an answer to these questions from the kinds of studies that he does. While he may be able to understand how something works, the question of ultimate purpose and meaning do not reveal themselves to him. To put it in an example, if I understand how a car works, why an engine runs, how all the parts work together, and so on, I nevertheless have absolutely no idea where the car is going. Paris? Vienna? Yerevan? Studying the parts of a car simply cannot answer that question. In the world out there, it is very similar. Science may explain how something works, but it cannot make a judgment on its ultimate purpose or value. In fact, whenever science attempts to answer these questions, it becomes decidedly unscientific. Problems can also arise on the side of religion. This happens whenever revelation is misinterpreted. For example, when the figurative language found in parts of the Bible is not understood as figurative, but rather explained word for word. Or if one were to ignore the fact that the Bible is not a divine dictation, but rather the work of divinely inspired authors working out of their own respective cultures, time, and language. When these things are forgotten, it can lead to errors and, quite possibly, to conflicts with disciplines of science. It is important to see in these cases, however, that it is not revelation that errs, which is impossible since it comes from God, but rather it is our interpretation of revelation that is in error. In this regard, the great theologian St. Augustine stated in the 5th century, "Usually, even a non-Christian knows something about the earth, the heavens, about the motion and orbit of the stars, and even their size and relative positions. And this is knowledge he holds to as being certain from reason and experience. Now, it is a disgraceful and dangerous thing for an unbeliever to hear a Christian, presumably giving the meaning of Holy Scripture, talking nonsense on these topics." When science and religion acknowledge their respective areas of competence, then both will get along. And even more, both will complete each other and help us to understand the whole of reality.
Don't forget to get your copy of the Catechism of the Catholic Church at the Ave Maria bookstore here at Guadalupe Media, while supplies last. Useful for this challenge as well as Father Mike Schmidt's Catechism in a Year, starting in January 2023. Thank you for partaking in today's 3-Minute Catechism Challenge. We look forward to your comments and engagement in the discussion boards.